I already know the vibes, man. Smash the like button. Man. Bimmy, man. Bro, I always knew something was up with this nigga Bimmy, bro. I was probably like the first one saying something was up with Bimmy, bro. Um, I don't know who would remember or who was here, but I always said something was off with him, man. Everything just didn't make sense with Bimmy, bro. Everything, son, just didn't make sense. Just him trying to align himself with 50 just didn't make no sense. Like, if you coming from the generations that I come from, bro, you will understand. Like, him trying to align himself with 50 just didn't make no sense when he's coming from Preem and them. You know what I'm saying? So, and knowing that there's a problem between Preem and 50, and basically he just acting like he just neutral in the situation when he come from Preem and Prince. Just that right there alone just didn't sit well with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I knew he was a snake, a rat, disowned, something in between them guidelines. I knew, something was fishy with boy. Because how you come out the 80s with these guys, like the time frame is not even adding up. How you come out of the 80s with Preem, Prince, and all of them, right? 50 was a kid. So basically, as Preem and Prince went to jail, you was left. And I guess that's when 50 started getting a little older, and he know 50 from that angle right there. But I always knew something was up with him when he kept trying to align himself with 50. He kept saying 50 a real nigga. He kept saying a bunch of things, basically aligning himself with 50. And I'm like, nah, son, something ain't right with this guy. You heard? I just knew something wasn't right with this guy. I say, nah, son, something ain't right with this guy. You know what I'm saying? And now kind of find out, they saying he was a confidential informant for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And I could believe it, bro. Because when I see niggas ask Bimmy about that, he just don't look believable, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like when they asked him, yo, why you wasn't at when they asked him, yo, why you wasn't at Prince party? He was like, yo, me and Prince wasn't, we wasn't like that. We wasn't on it like that. And even from when he was in jail, we wasn't on it. And the people that he surrounded himself with, they snakes. I don't, they fake. I don't mess with them. I'm like, nah, they don't mess with you because they know you ain't no good. And I'm listening to Prince, and I'm like, Prince, like, we ain't tell nobody but Southside who told. So that makes sense, you know what I'm saying, of why he don't mess with niggas, because the whole Southside knew you was a confidential informant. The whole Southside knew you was a rat. You know what I'm saying? It just make perfect sense, bro. This nigga Bimmy show who he was before these niggas even got home. He was trying to distance himself. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to make distance between them. But I always said it was just plenty of things I said to myself, like, yo, that nigga not checking for Preem. You know what I mean? Coming from his gang, I just knew all that. I was like, yo, son, this nigga not checking for Preem. He ain't sending that nigga no bread, no. And this is a nigga that come from his crew, bro. So I'm like, yeah, son, that's all guilt. He was treating Preem and them niggas like that all out of guilt. And that's a fact. He was treating, that's my assessment, bro. He was treating them like that while they was in jail out of guilt, because he already knew he was responsible for putting them there. So why not distance yourself when you in prison? I mean, why not distance yourself from them when they in prison? Because you subconsciously that shit eating you. You know that you what you did to them niggas. They don't know, not yet. They didn't know who music was and all that. Not yet. You know, they gotta find all that stuff out. They gotta narrow it down. You know what I'm saying? They gotta narrow the situations down, what was told. You know what I'm saying? Like all you start figuring out all that type of stuff when you studying over your legal work. You know what I'm saying? When you studying over your legal work, you can narrow it down. Only, a nigga that been in trouble with the law, did some bids, understand what I'm saying. Like, you don't be knowing who told on you until either he come out on a stand, and if you don't go to trial, then he won't have to come out on the stand. So you won't never know who told on you because in your paperwork he would just be CR1 or CR2, and you never got the chance to face your accuser because you didn't go to trial, right? But even in that situation where you can't face your accuser because you didn't go to trial, some people figure out who was the confidential informants in their cases because of certain incidents and who was there or who was privy to the knowledge and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They some people sharp and they remember like who was there, who was privy of that knowledge. Yo, it was only me, such and such there. So it was only two other niggas that knew that information. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they narrow it down and like that of who's the rat. You know what I'm saying? From Frenchie, from the nigga that got locked up. The nigga that got locked up. But yeah, that's crazy, bruh. I don't know him personally. Nah, I don't know him personally. Nah, but yeah, that shit is just. I always knew something was up with that nigga Bimmy, bro. I swear to God, his movements, like he just had strange behavior, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that for a fact, Preem and these niggas and that Supreme Team shit birthed you. So morally, bro, no matter what kind of situations you and your mans from the Preem Team is on, you always supposed to be riding with your dudes and for your dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you always supposed to be riding for your homies and no matter the situation it may be. You know what I'm saying? You're always supposed to be riding for your homies unless you a snake. You see what I'm saying? So he probably was a snake that whole time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he ain't had no loyalty toward them niggas when they got locked up and he wasn't sending them no paper, nothing. The nigga's a piece of, you know what I mean? It all makes sense though of, why he said he ain't talked to Preem in years and all that makes sense. You know what I mean? Word, all that shit makes sense now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a guilty conscience. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. That's a guilty conscience. He ain't really wanna, talk to them and be involved with them because he knew he told on them. Or at least he informed on them. You know what I'm saying? He informed and confidential informed on them. Um, that's like that's like one of y'all telling on somebody and then hanging around them or being on the phone with them every day while they in jail. You know what that do to the mind? You know what that do to a rat nigga mind? Nigga on the phone with a nigga every day, he sent to jail. You know what I'm saying? Word, nigga on the phone with a nigga every day, he sent to jail, bro. You know how that, mentally what that's gonna do to the person that sent the nigga to jail? He gonna be like, damn, he gonna think about that shit all throughout the day. Like, damn, I'm a foul nigga, son. I'm on the phone with this nigga. I'm responsible for putting him there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man, Fresh, what's up with it? But yeah, man. I always knew that boy had strange behavior. And now look, you don't even see Bimmy nowhere near. You don't even see Bimmy on the internet because allegedly, supposedly, Prince told that nigga stay off the internet, get off the internet. And if that's true, you know that was more of a son, get off this internet with our name in your mouth for niggas get with you. You think he just wanted to get off the internet, something that brings him clout, something that brings him fame, something that brings him money? Think about that. I think Bimmy just wanted to just get off the internet. This internet brings niggas fame, money, opportunities. When the last time Bimmy did something, y'all? When the last time I was looking, I don't know. I might be tripping. Let me look right now. Let me look right now. I might be tripping. Let me see. I ain't see Bimmy on do nothing in 4 months ago. Ever since he told him to stay off the joint. Yep, 4 months ago. Yep. Yep. I don't see. Yep. He stayed off the internet, I guess, ever since Yep, I don't see nothing. He stayed off. He stayed off the internet, bro. Yeah, I don't see nothing with Bimmy, bro. He stayed to go off the internet, son. Yeah, he did that shit, bro. He did it. And he know them niggas ain't playing with him, you heard? He damn sure did tell, bro. He did that shit, bro. He did that shit, bro. That nigga Bimmy ain't shit, bro. That nigga damn sure did that shit, bro. He did it, bro. How you gonna have another man tell you the refrain from getting on something? This nigga, this nigga, yo, how you gonna let another man tell you, yo, get off the internet, nigga, and stay off the internet, nigga, and the nigga just disappear off the internet? you know that nigga, you know that nigga Prince ain't playing with that nigga. That nigga know Prince will show up and all black. Nigga, a serial killer. How you gonna tell a serial killer no? No, nigga, I'm staying on the internet, nigga. How you gonna tell a nigga that that killed like 20 plus people? Yeah, how you gonna act tough with a nigga that had killed 20 plus people, bro? How you gonna? Yo, seriously though, bro. How you gonna be tough with a nigga that killed like 20 plus people? A nigga tell you, yeah, son. Yo, take that down, man. I mean, cause we know, come on, bro. We from the block, son. We know it was a silent threat in that stay off the internet. You know, Prince ain't stupid, so he ain't gonna directly threaten that nigga. That stay off the internet, though, that was a solid threat in that shit. You heard? You could believe that, son. That right there was a silent threat for sure, nigga. Stay off the internet, and then you don't see the nigga on the internet no more. Yeah, that was a silent threat. Like, yo, son, stop playing with niggas, nigga. You know the vibes, nigga. Niggas home, nigga. Like, stop playing with me, nigga. Make me show up in your house in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, Benny know the vibes, bro. He know the viciousness of them niggas, bro. Definitely with Prince home, son. He know that nigga ain't playing, boy. He know that he know them, you know, he know. That nigga Bimmy been around them niggas. He know them niggas ain't playing, boy. Word, he know them niggas ain't playing at all, bro. But yeah, man. I always knew something was up with that nigga. Just his morality, bro. Yeah, this boy morality was just, yeah, his morals, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always looked at him weird. Like, ain't Preem and them your mans, nigga? Like, That's how I used to always look at Bimmy. Like, boy, ain't Preem and Prince, and then you grow up with them niggas, sell drugs with them niggas, get money quite sure, did some gangster shit with these niggas. Like, how the hell you sign with 50, bro? That shit just don't make no sense. Like, it never made sense, but it makes total sense now. Of course make friction. Of course make racket with the niggas that you really grew up with. Because you ain't no good over there with them niggas. And you know it's only a matter of time before they figure out that you was the rat. That's what I'm getting from Bimmy, you heard? I feel like Bimmy stopped fucking with them because he knew it was only a matter of time before they figured out he was the rat. You know what I'm saying? Word. It was only a matter of time. He know them niggas is sharp. He know Preem sharp. He know Prince sharp. He know them niggas sharper than the motherfucker, bro. He knew them niggas was gonna figure it out one day, someday, that he was the rat in them cases. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it makes total sense, man, with this nigga Bimmy, bro. Yup. And then try to get some love, try to side with 50 in them because you know 50 genuinely dislike them guys. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Bimmy did bad, bro. Damn, so that nigga Bimmy did bad, bro. They scheme. They scheme. Hell yeah. Bimmy up a mail ticket. I don't care what he up. He a rat. Prince can't get next to Bimmy. Man, you smoking crack. You bugging. Yeah, bro, you bugging. You said Prince not stronger than him in the industry. You tripping, you heard? Let me tell you something, bro. Bimmy. Yo, let me tell you something. Bimmy not strong in the industry, homie. Where y'all hear this shit at, bro? Yo, bro. Prince more stronger than him, and Bimmy been home all this time, son. Do you see the moves that Prince is making, son? You see like he bugging, son. That nigga Prince got more pull than that nigga. He just got home, son. You see the moves that Prince is making, son? Them niggas that nigga making moves, homie. That nigga Bimmy been home all this time. All he did was play with music. Try to be an A&R. And I don't even think that shit went right with him. To be real. I don't even think A&R went good for him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He made connections A&R. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that shit went good. I don't even think he had a good A&R career type. You know what I mean? Word. And he got in the door because of the Queen Supreme Team. Nobody ain't know Bimmy into the Supreme Team stuff. Ain't nobody know Bimmy in the industry. In the industry, he got in using the name of the Supreme Team niggas, man. He got in using that name, bro. Like dead ass, bro. Like he ain't just get into the industry off his own grit. He got in using them boys' names, man. Who you think was around back then when he was running, when Preem was home and he was with Murder Inc. and all? Who you think was a? Come on, Bimmy was around, nigga. Bimmy was around. He got in riding off the coattails of them niggas, bro. Before they knew he was all bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even know a nigga's all bad until you figure it out. Like, yo, was this nigga the whole time, bro? You know what I mean? And I think that's the situation with Prince and Preem. They was trying to figure out who the hell was the rat. And sometimes it take you some time, son. You know what I mean? Sometimes it take you some time to figure out who's the rat in your case. Some niggas months, some niggas weeks, some niggas years it'll take for the niggas to figure out who the hell is such and such. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, Bimmy ain't no good, man. That shit sad, bro. Niggas don't be having no integrity no more, boy, after this motherfucker, boy. He said Prince can't get, man, this nigga's tripping. Nigga said Prince can't get next to that nigga. That nigga ain't nobody, bro. No, he didn't. No, he didn't, bro. Like I said, Bim was around back in the Murder Inc. days, bro. Do your research. Yeah, I can't wait to get monetized, man. Word, I can't wait to get monetized, man, so I can start making some bread off this shit. For the mother. But yeah, man, that nigga ain't no good there, boy. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's only probably one or two niggas, boy, that probably could have sealed my fate, nigga. I'm so happy them niggas. You know, these niggas, boy. You know what I think of Bimmy too? Bimmy the type of nigga that was hating from the sideline the whole time that Prince and Preem was who they was. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got niggas in your crew that be like that and you don't even know, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be jealous the whole time and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he strike me as. Or it could have been a situation where he got jammed up. Bimmy could have caught a case. Like, yo, bro, listen. You know how many niggas catch cases in a town and niggas don't know? Niggas on the block do not know you caught a case. You know what I mean? It could have been a situation like that where they caught Bimmy slack and Bimmy probably got caught with a brick or two or three and made him roll over. Yo, listen, we got you, nigga. And this is back, we got you, nigga. If definitely if they saying he was a rat for 40 years, homie, they could have caught, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, bro. I don't think Bimmy would have just told just to tell, homie. I think he was infiltrated. You know what I'm saying? I think the government probably caught that nigga with some birds, caught that nigga with some weight and told that nigga, yo, yeah, nigga, your little high yellow ass, they gonna rape you on Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your little, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you done. You know what I'm saying? 20 years, 25 years, you done. And they made him roll over. Definitely, if he's saying for 40 years, homie, that's a long time to be. That's a long time, homie, to be a confidential informant, son. Now, I don't know if these niggas just trying to sell that movie or, you know, that's a long time to be a confidential informant, bro. You know what I mean? To be alley hooping nigga, that's a long time. You know, but it can make sense if they could prove this nigga got busted around that time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, a lot of, and then back then they used to do that a lot. Nigga get caught with some birds and all that. They'd cut a nigga loose the same day. Yeah, cut a nigga loose the same day, son, and nobody would know. Nobody know you got locked up. Nobody know you went to One Police Plaza to the Fed building. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, dead ass. Nobody fucking knows that you got locked up. So now they cut you loose with a wire, and you got to go back in the hood and start from that point out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to go back to the trenches and start basically their investigation for them, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what you got to do. Go and start their investigation for them. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I ain't going over 100 viewers today. And ain't nobody saying shit. I'm about to get up off here. Yeah, I'm about to get up off here. But yeah, man. Nigga, I'll be going ham to the pig gone. All right, let me get up.